can see Team Liquid.
Okay, Liquid on defense, PRX on attack.
Out through B main. Maybe get aggressive. Kiko off the rip, a headshot on the Jing.
2-0 on the pistols.
This guy is just on point today.
Yeah, Kiko looks so good.
Immediately finding that kill. Sagan gonna be looking
Damn,
to
look
try
at
to
him,
shut
man.
him down, but Kiko has other ideas. It's another headshot. Another pickup, another death. There's PRX.
Gun here.
Just slowly marching toward their tournament exit. Barring a turn on the round, still do have these sheriffs in hand. They have their work cut out from Tripwire to go ahead and intercept. Camo in position over at Alley.
He's gonna have a great angle for a relay bolt off that trip.
Gonna have a crossfire set up here with Serial. Looks for the reposition, clears the dart. Gets the ping reveal, a couple shots gonna go flying out. His wall gets raised, but
This trip.
being broken down. Robin on the shock dart forces him forward. Limit will be the start. Eventually does manage to find his prize.
What an absolute round from Kiko this is.
Just the one casualty found. Team Liquid 3 for 3 in pistols.
Yeah, I mean, this is devastating. We've seen this a lot here in Toronto, that teams just can't win pistols and can't win maps because of it. And PRX has been struggling in that department since their very first match. Everybody struggled against Gen G, sure. If you're against Team Liquid, you're getting shut out in the pistol round department. These are some of the most important rounds you have in Valorant.
I told you.
And you know, they just tried to challenge Kiko again, and he's just too hot right now.
Has Liquid lost a pistol in this tourney?
Confidence still there for PRX,
yeah,
but
they won't get in pistol against Billy, right?
mechanics
I'm pretty sure that should have been
on the side
0-4
of
or
Team
something like
Liquid
that.
currently. The
They lost quite a few
momentum on the
pistols
side of
against
Team
Billy.
Liquid currently
But I think since
only a
Nats has
share
come
of
back,
bottom
maybe they're
5
7-0 in
Batman
pistols.
is the only purchase to speak of here, as they're going to try to work the way around the map, try to find some extra orbs potentially, and get on through, if they can, towards A. Look who it is. Keep going on already.
Let's talk a little bit about what PRX are doing. So default wall in theory, vision block, so that you can create a timing either side over towards here.
They'd really like to get through and get this plant
I think
going.
in theory it's okay. I think it's easier to counter than the smoke.
Is down. Just gonna blast back
But obviously you
through.
get to keep your smoke.
What a
Oh, what an absolute shot that is. Wait, hold up.
Shot to be found, but no, just barreling forward into Patty Tech's open arms. Eventually does end up
Dude,
falling.
Patty's been shooting though.
Connects and Camo gets the cleanup.
It's over.
2 kills found, minor damage dealt. Team Liquid start things off 2-0.
Yeah, they're just playing
That's
bend but
really
don't
better.
break there on this hold. With a little bit of extra space. That smoke's blooming. Able to find one, but they come barreling through, trying to see if they can overwhelm that angle. But man, oh man, Patty Tech has been really firm
Odin.
in some of those holds. He has shut down early parts of the round for PRX sometimes just on his own angles that he's taking, finding tons of value. Nats is even going to scoop up an Odin here?
Going out.
Oh my god.
Right?
Hefty investment in the bonus. The one that could
Maybe if they
certainly
head
pay
over
off.
towards site. Okay, either way, the bonus is pretty good.
Caught, scraping across the site.
Yeah, and the fact that no one shot instantly after that trip gives them a little bit of info. Got kill trip over towards site, but again, no one in position. Still no info over towards side, so they haven't actually cleared side. Patman looks like he's about to have an incredible timing at middle. Does he even check behind him though? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you even check this?
Now we'll look to try to start a flank. The rest of the team pushing forward. Paranoia going to be sent, but cleaned up as they work their way through the one-way.
Jing with the kills gets his ult into the next round as well, so Camo has enough money if he wants to opt into this one as
PRX
well.
not allowing for a bonus conversion off the rip like we saw on Split. Get themselves on the board.
Yeah, you can see so much of PRX's
Stage
game
wall.
plan here is to try to punish
Oh
these
yeah,
big
because they do the hit where they hit over
Great job
towards
on
site
the
close to
opener.
Sage Wall. Yeah, you're right.
Finding Camo out in the open right before they make contact with the trip.
Your tactics fail.
And then Jing gets up on
Yeah,
that
so
box.
they wanted to Odin because normally when their site hit, they do a wall like
Look for
this,
some of those
right?
cheeky walls as well.
Which means that they can just
Where
get the
they're gonna
plant and then
boost
play
PRX
heavy over
players into spots
towards
you're not
after
ready
plant.
for with that Sage. This time, Team Liquid, understanding PRX's
I'm
game
Blitz.
plan,
Thank you
gonna
so much
make
for
a
the prime,
change.
dude. Thank you, thank you.
Relay bolt dissuades
Appreciate the 5 months, man.
PRX
Good to see you as well.
committing. I think that's wise. You gotta
Okay,
know there's
smoke
some
top
kind of
mid,
layers
recon over
behind that
towards middle.
Defensive
It
setup.
doesn't go beyond the wall
That's
though,
about
so I don't know if the wall was
right
up. I might have
outside of
actually
AB.
been a chance for someone to be middle.
Take a little bit of space
Resurgence
in
the big one here.
a little bit of
We
map
got
control
1,
for
2,
yourself.
3. Sure. So 3 that
About
can't buy
going
next
over
and 1 that
towards
can't buy
B.
next.
Looking for the crosses, seeing if anybody changes sides of the map. They're going to use a smoke there at mid. Patty Tech has to go and check.
Why in the
see what's
bonus? I
going
mean,
on
it's trying to snowball.
in
I think it's fine.
response, and
It's not like they got wrecked
Much to be
money-wise
seen.
by it.
Something sat here. If you're looking to try to sell a bit of a fake, the rest of the team to try to strike off of.
Deploying drone.
Okay, here's the trip close as well, so we can shock this.
Liquid not really biting on this bait.
It's kind of nice though. I'm looking at Serial here, and Serial insta held the angle to break the drone, and he's kind of just cleared all the info behind it, so they do have an early rotate. And again, they don't really clear alley. Oh, and that is just straight through smoke from Forsaken. Oh, they go for this one. Yeah, dude, this was what was this? 2023
Boost up over the top.
off season or something? I can't remember.
PRX classic. Something about Sage with this team. They always try to break the maps. Team Liquid going to be going for a save. PRX, flawless fashion, will tie us up at 2-2.
yeah, it's really important for PRX to get a good start here on this attacker's side. Going to be very, very key to their mental stability.
Doing this,
and
I
to
think they
the
do it a lot
nature
second,
of
to
the
be
map
honest.
itself.
It's like they used to play this comp all the time.
Oh, hold on.
They are going on the hunt. They're coming out on top. Lose a player.
Like,
but
honestly,
take
they probably do it
everything
like
out
1
of
in
the hands
4
of
after
Team Liquid.
bronze.
Much better way to go 2-2.
Absolutely worth. Devi is going to have a res as well coming into this next round. Great entry by Jing, great paranoia, and a slow orb to set him up. Very nicely handled. Yep, there you go.
Can you blame Sideshow if PRX lose this map? Oh, I'm for sure blaming Sideshow if PRX go
Someone
out.
up there
Yeah.
TPing on top of it. Jing Blast packing up with it.
I've got a tweet in mind ready. Don't worry about that.
Guardian for Patty Tech, Sheriffs otherwise. It's now a mid.
As soon as he asked for that ticket, we should have realized if he's believing, something's wrong.
Spot anything, so should get a read pretty quickly, but do potentially
Okay, nice
have
gamble on this
an
one.
opportunity to punish
Doesn't
Patman,
pay
who
off.
is alone on this side of the map, slowly creeping forward. Or maybe he'll be able to find a backstab here. It's all going to come down to these timings. Turned around, faced in towards B main.
They change up their wall. I don't know if they've been doing this wall because of the changes, 'cause I haven't seen them play since like they obviously changed this bit over towards
Not going to
B.
be able to find
But this wall makes more sense.
flank
They
of
can
all
actually like
flanks.
clear more angles and create a lot of pressure without having to worry about here.
Smoke going to be cycled in. They're actually going to backpedal a little bit. Now starting to register that they're
Definitely think if I'm Liquid, obviously they had the Odin idea to try and break the wall over towards here, but I think as well like the old 10 spot on top of this should be pretty strong.
Recon just hang out into one. Forsaken. He swung into a triple face last map. Doesn't want to do it again. This time is able to go ahead and back away. Vandal potentially here for the catches. Jing going to go sprinting forward. Doesn't clear the corner though. They will retain their weapons.
Forsaken's like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me again, well then it's definitely my fault, but he avoids disaster there. It's PRX, 3 in a row.
The wall shouldn't be
Finding some
coming
momentum,
back
finding
alley.
their groove.
You're looking too like deep over towards the
Still
wall.
sitting on Devi's
The main
resurrection if
thing of the
necessary.
wall is this.
Let's see what
Right,
they want to do off
so
the start. It's been a lot of
you
early A contestation.
Trying to vision block
That's where
over
Team Liquid
towards
is gonna
there
be
is
lining
like the
up with
full
both of their
process.
forces.
So you
Come
put
on,
it up, and in
PRX gonna
theory
leave
you could have
something
taken
for zone
timing
over
either
there.
way, unless they go to this one angle. It's a little bit like the Haven wall,
Has to get
where you
out.
pop it up, and in theory you take a timing each time.
Little backpedal the
But
rest of the
again,
team.
I personally think the stuff that Liquid does is a bit better, but
Very
they're investing
swiftly
the smoke and the
themselves
wall,
in
so
onto this site.
it's obviously a lot more of an
Narrow
investment.
angles trying to play off of. Serial immediately having to backpedal. Paranoia goes his way, tucks back in
If
towards
PRX
Boba,
are doing this,
pointing
they do
in
eventually have to actually like
alongside Nats.
push the person off of this angle though.
Site is opened up here for the taking. Spike coming through.
This is the pit.
Really
The
got to
wall set
retake
up
this
here
one.
on
Patty's
market.
ult.
Patman, like you said, the pit going to be invested immediately.
We've got a res on this one.
Trying to make this nigh impossible for Team Liquid.
Dude, this so raw
Camera
could be
frantically
everything.
Just sending out a dart, hoping to find a hit, but comes up shy. Fury now committed to try to flush him out. Batman, he's the first one to fall. Camo's able to find that kill.
That's
Attack on
it.
Forsaken forces him back, and he cannot hold his ground. That finds that. Jing looking for a little bit more, but they're all falling to the wayside as something's the last one standing.
Okay, nicely
There's
handled.
the blind, there's the shot.
Nicely handled. Maybe
Team
PRX
Liquid
have to take a little bit
retake
more
into the
space than that.
pit and somehow only lose one player.
This is brutal for PRX and a
Clean,
great
yeah.
retake for
Molly,
Team
Recon,
Liquid.
Sova,
Love the
all
Hunter's
send it.
Fury into that pit. We've got some really good ideas of where they're going to be tucked in. And they're able to punish them so quickly, right? Using that Hunter's Fury as an entry tool, kind of keep PRX moving, keep them guessing, and flush them into the encroaching Team Liquid members. Beautifully set up, beautifully thought out. Now PRX gonna have to rethink things a bit. Do have the overdrive for Camo.
TP forward into the smoke there at mid. Forsaken. About to be
But they
backstabbed
pit
here.
spawn. I mean, they
Nats
don't have the map.
reads
They
it
don't have the
so
control.
perfectly. Heard the maneuver. Just managed to find that kill. Turn over the top there at Market.
Uh-oh,
Tiny
something
little
might be in
gap to
trouble.
Try to peek through. He will be able to slide forward.
Okay,
onto
drone
the
over
side
towards
cam.
mid,
Still
or
not
doesn't
gonna be
spot
clear.
Patman.
On this linger here at mid. Seeing if he can intercept anybody.
Yeah, but once
Still
this wall
starting to
breaks.
strafe maybe into position here where the punish can be found, but it's
Damn,
gonna
that's
be the
nice
lead-in
though.
from Camo, escorting him forward.
Yeah, a little bit of a change up from PRX. They kind of realized after this round that just happened they need to get a little bit more space to actually take back a site on this one.
Go ahead and take out one, but falling to the wayside at the same time.
Yeah, all Paddy needs to do is stay alive here.
Right to hold this back. Paranoia crashes across, finding the Sage. Serial swings around. Comes up with that kill defuse being held.
Damn,
and
this is
something,
nice
some
from them,
swing
though.
Will be punished.
I like this
Team
from Liquid. You can see a timeout from
reestablish
PRX.
the lead by 1.
It's getting a little
They
scary.
look calm. Yeah, they
for
look really calm in these
PRX.
runs.
Starting to fall a little, trying to get a little too tricky, to be honest. You know, with this teleport from Forsaken, you're not fooling Nats. You're not fooling him. He is one of the smartest players on the planet.
One enemy remaining.
Game sense is incredible, and they still haven't found an opportunity to use the res on some of these holds. They're really just kind of trying to take fights, trying to be proactive on some of these defenses, and Patman is getting just destroyed on these lurks.
Jadam, thank you so much for the prime, dude. Appreciate the
All
18
of this
months.
is
Thank you for that.
really making it difficult for PRX. It is why the bricks are crumbling, why the tracks not getting laid anymore.
Still have an economy. They're trying to put together a buy, but we'll see what the call ends up being here for PRX. Hunter's Fury and the aforementioned res still available for them. So it might just be slow play. Contact in, try to get these orbs handed over the Jing.
Was
who's
Liquid
2
always
charges
this
away
good?
from having a showstopper online.
I mean, yeah, they've always been pretty
it's
decent.
so much that Team Liquid does well. You know, they stack up.
Their coaching stuff's really good this year. And I think something that's really helping them out as well is they're like not scared to do some
you're not winning your 1v1s either.
ball
Out in
plays.
the open,
Like even
everything
just
starting
the
to go
six
Team
person
Liquid's way.
into
PRX had some good ideas to start.
like late in this tournament
You can
once
see
Nats
that
is
Team
actually
Liquid
here.
is
It's pretty
sensing
bold
off
from
that
them.
timeout that, you know, what was working early on for PRX was A hits.
And they're
So
very
let's
together as
really
well.
overstack that angle.
It's something that I was spotting when they were playing
See if we can
MIBR.
catch 'em a
Like
bit off guard, but
even just their swings and
it's
everything.
actually a mid push here.
Like their team plays pretty legit.
Quick rotation over by a couple members.
Like
Nats
middle was a good example, right? Camo
sliding through
going out with the
PRX
swing at the back.
is looking for a little bit of a trap at top mid of their own.
Like their micro fights are very
What they're
good.
doing.
Just gonna say tucked there into the smoke, see if they can find anything with the drone.
Oh, tried to. Oh, he did
Recall
actually
on
pick up the trip
tripwire.
before the
Very
shock
nicely
went
done here
off.
from
That was
Serial.
nice.
Wow.
Keeping that
Instant
user
reaction to
protected.
losing over towards B main. Pop up the wall so they can get a heavier, faster rotate
Shell's
over
gonna make it
towards.
a little bit more difficult as they do get
Market
cleared out. He's
and-
still going to be here at backside though. Put up some damage, but getting ping revealed on
Oh,
Hunter
boy.
Fury. He's just completely contained into the corner, and Jing is able to collect. They look for a little bit
Jing
more.
has
The wall
ult.
going to be raised here in their faces. Camo quickly tries to break down one of the segments, and that forces Forsaken to not be able to
Wait,
push
what?
forward. Rocket doesn't find the kill. Gets a
Dirty.
good amount of damage, but
I thought for sure that was a
still
kill.
alive. Still able to find some impact here.
Planted.
Spike gets planted. PRX should be favored in this position.
Dude, where are we?
We're going to look try to reroute that script, but Camo and Nats swiftly are going to be dealt with here through the smokes. Not able to find one.
Last player standing.
Looking for a little bit more here. And
Patty's
we'll be able to
shooting
make
pretty
it
heavy.
still a bit costly as 2 players die. And PRX, the back of the timeout, tie things up.
Oh,
4-4.
yeah, yeah. I
I
really
mean, a
thought that was
lot
a
of this
kill.
to me just looks like they're shoring up these post plants.
Again,
making
ever
sure
since
the
that
crossfires are good.
Viper round,
Sure everyone knows what their job is here.
PRX are doing a
Nice
good job
Hunter
of actually
Fury
like
setup,
taking
Jing.
back over towards site. I think something that Liquid could really focus on is probably adjusting to that as well. Like they got the Viper wall to actually like be able to hold back a site, and then they can actually hold a little heavier there.
Couple kills on the entry. And now
Like instead of putting their trips over towards B main aggro, I think like trips in these areas could be super strong as well.
Have the neural theft and of course Camo's lightning fingers, but
Because their retake looks so good when
until he
they had control of
backside
backside.
or finds his moment, hasn't opted to pop him just yet. But Camo's been doing a great job being bait for his team.
Looking for the camera, this time situated just up above. Seems like drone not quite going to spot that out.
He's pushing
Deal
in.
stats, and yeah, he's pushing in. And
Yeah, you hear the sound these days. Oh, you're in trouble, mate.
Snake bite to try to flush him out into the open, and it works a treat. Serial able to collect. Hard angles, the crossfire setup
Absolute
is
shutdown.
absolutely gorgeous. What
Yeah,
a response!
it's
from
an
Liquid.
instant reset of the money, but they had so
once
many
again
people
take the
surviving
lead.
round before that
This
they
is
can
gonna
buy
be
into
one of
this
the key
one. But
points
it's an
of this
important
map
round.
for Liquid is if you deny A to PRX, the only flash they have is Forsaken's Paranoia. That's it. So clearing these corners is going to be an absolute nightmare. I mean, you can do weird stuff like maybe use the wall to block off one side, but you know, it's just
Dude, he revved it up.
infuriating, I'm sure. But you know, PRX just
There's a lot of
have
straight
great
up sight
options.
hits, and that's it.
you know, unless they can win these early scrums, he's ahead of it.
Managed to find the opening kill. Pico quickly backpedaling here since the smoke is going to be paranoid.
Well, maybe
Tries
that's
to
all they
close
need
the
to
gap
do.
a little bit so he can gain some vision, but Forsaken's still able to find the shots.
One enemy remaining.
Epic dead on the flank.
Spike
So
drop.
it's just going to be Serial slowly making his way through. So PRX looking to match aggression with aggression here. Trade back around, double face forward. Right, nearly connecting and getting transferred
Nice
there.
swing
But
on this one.
Vi manages to close it out, keep things very tight knit.
Okay, now their money's low for this.
Yeah, this time PRX just disrespects this A-hole. They're using that toxic screen. They get ahead of the relay.
Save
bull.
Jaw? Yeah, but it's like, it's hard to find an
What
opportunity.
else is coming their way? They were just on point as well with the shooting. Just bullying their way forward. That's classic PRX style. Patty Tech back into another Hunter's Fury though. Device still no real opportunity to use the res. He's just been sitting on it.
Because he's been so scrappy and fast-paced.
And with the shock to
safety.
break the trip as well. A little bit more of a passive trip on this one. Rotate goes in, they pick the right side. So all over towards Marcus. Not going to be getting anyone, and that is really bold on this. It's a
He's off dividends
no
in the end, tucked
trade.
away into the corner, keeps himself alive. Jing at the same time, off-screen, going to be taken down as Nats finds that kill.
Camera spots
Hit
the one
available
out.
now for the
Forsaken
Viper.
gets out of
Forsaken
there.
Just
Oh.
a second spare.
Got
Just
insta
the TP, but it gets
cancelled.
canceled, and he's immediately right back into his demise.
That's so funny.
The wheels coming off a bit here, it would seem.
Drone
He
didn't
has
see
the
him.
heal available. Would love to get that.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is. Okay, finally does go through.
Timing was just off. Needed the other players to already be in position.
All set up. Camo, 20 HP, pops the overdrive, but catches a stray to the skull.
Wall to get
Suddenly
info
into
here
a
as well, so they don't have to
3v3
worry
go.
about this, but they spot this.
Flank
Nice
come in,
shot. Does
something
he expect the
finding
second?
flank. Is he going to be ready for the second
No,
layer?
and they're not ready
Don't
on
have
the
to worry
second
about
at
it.
all, right?
Serial's going to be the one to take him out of the equation. Pulls back, though. He's worried about a deep wraparound through the backside of the A
The ult
site.
was question mode, the ult was
Had
fine.
one
He
win.
just fast clicked it instead of maybe going for somewhere
Set
safer.
here, playing in front of the toxic screen. As it will fall.
Last player
Ooh,
standing.
man.
It's perfectly poised. Serial clipped there in the
Okay,
skull.
nicely handled. They're not great on money for this
Leads up
one.
the rest of the round. 6-5. PRX in the lead for the moment. Given the back and forth between these teams, this could absolutely end up.
Unless you're
being
talking about the
a 6-6
Sova ult.
half.
And the fact that Patman survived there.
About the camo
Absolutely
ult.
massive.
Honestly, there were
He
three
plays
different
for
ults you could be
Forsaken,
talking
doesn't
about.
fool him. Patman comes up with another huge kill, shutting down the overdrive. Let's go, boys! And Forsaken trying to get him hyped, trying to get
I
him back
didn't ult
into
that round
this.
either. Mate, yeah,
They're up 6 to
it's
5,
not like his
7 to
fault. He
5.
doesn't have an opportunity.
Be
And unless like they're all gonna disrespect the smoke here and he's full baiting, it's like the only way. Like this might be the round where they get to use it.
He does have a Bucky though. And on a Neon, you already say, okay, probably favor you there.
This ult's kind of nice though. If they got this ult down earlier.
I like those odds.
Yeah, honestly, ult with like a... I mean, I guess they have the trip here. But ult where you can hide on site and it covers all of this is pretty cool. Should have some Cypher.
Just shy of being able to find that kill. The push forward fight does end up getting him, and Jinx is going to be taken down as they get the ping reveal. Wall committed. Try to go ahead and get the res through.
No way.
Counter spam. Finding Paditech. Gets the spot out on the one.
Had a Bucky.
The Bucky here.
Oh boy.
In their faces, but Devi is doing
Kind of really crumbled apart. It's an absolute round from Devi. That's a shame. I like the idea from Liquid. I think this Viper ult's really nice. I would just change up maybe some of the Cypher util.
Arriving to try to retake.
Oops.
Stop PRX from halving the lead at the half. Devi works
HP's kind of low.
down to 25.
Doesn't get healed to 11.
It's back around. A serial will be noted and dealt with. Kiko with everything to do. 3 players around the corner. All of them very low.
It's a great wide swing. It's a really nice round from Devi.
Devi gets a 4K.
5. So they have a very strong attack, but I think the Sage, as long as PRX start doing early wall on A, play on top, one-way smoke, punish, I think they'll be okay.
Across the lobby, 7-5, PRX in the lead at the half, but Pistols have not been kind to them.
There were no pistol. No, it's really good. They're a very good. Sorry, chat. They're a very good Sunset team. They always have been.
Esports is a $2 billion industry now, but it all started in dingy basements and cramped living rooms.
From how the pros train to how the
yeah,
money
the veto's a little bit weird. In my opinion, they picked each other's best map.
12 episodes packed with insight.
I guess you don't 100% know because we haven't seen PRX for a while, but
of competitive gaming.
the stats on their Sunset's crazy.
What's next? You won't want to miss it.
Let me mute this. What do I think about both teams on Lotus? Mate, I have no idea what Liquid are going to play on Lotus. But PRX had kind of, they kind of sussed out the Lotus a little bit. Like they used the double duelist with something playing Yoru. Actually, he looks pretty comfy on it. But I have no idea what Liquid's going to go. But historically, it hasn't been a great map for Liquid. If we get there, of course. Waylay? Oh yeah, no, that's true. They kind of sorted it out, right? They had the Waylay deadlock. You're right. And they probably will stick with that because they didn't use the Teo. No, you're right. They actually did sort out their Lotus near the end.
In the lead for the moment. Team Liquid going to be looking to turn that around.
After Bangkok, right?
Take a look at the Coinbase econ report.
And he will fix it? No, I actually think Serial player.
Actually just a bit ahead of Paditech, but I wanted to take a look at Paditech. Some of the impact that he was having with that Hunter Sphere. You could see
Serial's got a nice deadlock on it.
From maybe the ult, getting a lot of damage in there, but also holding the line really nicely early on in that half.
Teo? Yeah, they might just switch a fade out for the Teo. Yeah, I forgot about that comp Philly.
Really, really powerful, really potent for Team Liquid to kind of shut the PRX train down and to keep the coal from being put into the furnace.
Which player impressed you the most this tournament?
If they're ever going to win a pistol,
I might have to say
that would be the time. They need it desperately.
It might be someone from
the defender side of Sunset.
Certainly do. Team Liquid
have to be Spring.
Able to do the lion's share of their
I feel
damage.
like Juicy's been playing pretty good.
Attack last time they played this map. See how they fare.
Verno? I've always been a big Verno fan though.
Here for Devi.
So it's not like
it's going to be the classic in hand.
My expectations were already very high.
3-0
for pistols.
Forsaken his half armor. Serial under pressure.
Really aggressive paranoia going to be sent out. Doesn't connect onto the Cypher, but Space taken
Dude,
here.
PRX don't do a 4-1 pistol.
Team Liquid's gonna
Oh
take
my
space right
goodness.
back.
This might be the first time
Already,
in...
Camo arriving here at Boba, misses the timing, though they get the spot out, and as he tries to
This
send
might be
out
the
relay
first time in
for
about
Forsaken at range with the
100
classic.
games where they haven't done a
Managed to find
4-1
the kill.
pistol.
Something pretty much back. Jing finding Kiko. Snats able to avoid the dart, but just has one more player. Trying to
shot.
make a go of this now by himself.
Damn, nicely
Five will
done.
swoop in
Okay, they're
from
on the
the
board with a
side.
pistol, 3-1. Might be
PRX
easy on
will
this
find
one.
their first pistol
I am
win here of the
expecting to
series.
see
Stretch that
Sage
lead
start
by 3
more over
rounds.
towards A once we get into the buy rounds, but we'll see.
Well, we wanted to see it get a bit weird, and this round certainly did. Forsaken there, catching Camo, trying to go for the relay bolt in the air.
One enemy
These are good
remaining.
mechanics. Oh my God.
Jesus, that fadeaway is outrageous.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And they needed that, and that's got them on their feet.
Jing on his feet, not something that we see very often. Minor prayer there from Alex as well. Sheriff in hand for
Okay,
Kiko.
Sheriff, Ghost.
PRX not going to be a full commitment here to the
Yeah, a
first
little bit of a
time,
lie to
we'll just
buy.
have the Ghost.
Liquid go fast with the wall over towards here, over towards middle. 1v1 on top mid as well at the same time. Damn, nice hand from Jing.
From behind, slide across, something eating an immense amount of damage, but eventually he finds the headshot. So they're gonna
Okay,
look this
cleaned it up
as
well. It got
Lotus
close
about
with a
as
couple of
flawless
these
as they
duels,
can.
especially over towards
One casualty.
A.
PRX overall themselves a very clean anti-eco.
That's
Did they pick up a gun in the enter? I didn't even look.
for PRX's momentum,
Yeah,
for
they
their
did.
confidence. That's 5 in a row now. Going back to the other half. It's that crossfire. It's going to be tricky for both teams to deal with it. Liquid does have the addition of the relay bolt to try to clear
Hey,
these
he's even
angles.
pinging to make sure he can throw over the gun. That was nice.
Both of them are going to have to find their timings. Be really
bonus
sharp
is
on those
decent.
entry shots.
Bonus is
Liquid's
decent.
turn to try to make
Okay,
a go of that.
their way of dealing with
They want
the
to fight, they want to try to
Viper
get this
util
orb here for Jing. One away from
Play in
Showstopper
front.
now.
shot.
And he's got a
This
phantom.
won't work long term.
He's one of the ones with a rifle. So certainly doable. They're stacking through mid. They're taking a look.
3-person swing on
Team
mid
Liquid
against a
trying to obscure
4-person
their
swing on
numbers.
mid.
Shots flying through here. Just heavy presence in mid.
It's sick. It's an A-ram.
His advantage ends up winning out. Jing dead.
Wait,
Weapon
what?
under recovered from Forsaken off screen. He
What's he
pinches
done
it
there?
from behind, works his way across towards Tiles, tucks into the corner.
Whoa, that's a big
He's
play.
got Camo!
That's a big play.
Spike down mid.
No idea what hit him.
Yeah, dude, I got to see that. I was too busy looking at the minimap duel over towards middle. What's he done here?
Can barely even exit B main. PRX.
Dude, that second TP play as well is so strong, though.
Count of Team Liquid.
He lurks and they're just not ready for it.
Yeah,
They have
TP'd
no
over the trip,
idea.
I think.
And then he TPs into the corner after getting stunned by the relay bolt. Camo.
Oh, man,
no
that
clue
play is
until
sick.
it's too late. Unbelievable.
Player standing.
He TP'd past the
Yeah,
trip wire
TP past the
initially
trip.
so that he didn't reveal his presence. And that is going to bring out an immediate timeout from Team Liquid after they lose the bonus on their
Damn,
attacker's
that's nice.
side. What in the world was that?
For every chaotic,
That's so noisy with the
messy
prime thing, so much
crazy
the 4 months,
play
dude.
Forsaken goes for that push up, that TP into his smoke at top mid. You get the opposite. You get the masterclass, the gorgeous read. Which is something that Liquid haven't really been able to find quite just yet here. A solid start to this map, but haven't been able to find a round win since round 9. Timeout called. First one that they're investing here.
This timeout song is so
Need to run
vibey.
back 5
Do you know the
to tie it
name?
up.
Mate, I'll be able to give you
I
the
mean,
name
it
in about
looked like
20
it was
minutes
gonna
when I
kinda
get
be one of
copyright
those
strikes by it.
head-scratcher rounds off the rip for PRX where they challenge it mid
I think
to try
this
to
one's got me
Jing the
before, to be honest with you.
showstopper. And he
I'll
died
find
first,
it
so
out
now
for you
he's
in a
got in
bit.
this round. Okay, cool, great. And then it's all just bait. It's all just to buy attention
When they take all the
and
money for the
time
VOD, I'll let you know.
for Forsaken. It's something no other team on the planet you would even consider. And
This is the
just these-
PRX classic.
just these
3-person
boys
hold
here
over towards middle. Let's wait for a
gonna
swing.
try to maybe go for a little
Ken,
bit of a
thank you so much
high-low
for doing that,
setup.
bro. I appreciate you doing that.
Just really want to shut down these mid plays for Team Liquid, force them into the extremities of the map.
Let's take a timing, but they hit 3 over towards middle, and this is so common from
There's
PRX
not
that
much
you must know it.
resistance that's going to be put up at the front of B.
I'm out of here.
Patman's there,
Fix
but
my hair, man. I
a lot
needed a
he can do
haircut like
here.
a month
All
ago,
goes
man.
down, but yeah,
You're a
apparently
month
gonna
too
be
late with that
sent.
comment.
Just has to play back. Stingers on the opposite side.
Spike planted.
Will prove deadly at this range. TP forward. Kiko not getting the read. And Patman, he can't see him. It doesn't even matter.
What?
His mind's
Sure,
eye
man.
opens. He massacres them here,
Well,
denying any opportunity for the half
feels like we're going
buy to
Lotus.
find purchase.
No, it's just an eco, but
Flawless.
I was like, man, this might be a little tricky for PRX. You know, they've got stingers. They're getting into the post plant. No, forget it.
Spike planted.
The Batman makes his presence known.
wow.
Just insane stuff.
Yeah, gifted almost.
Incredible. And just TPs right into it, trying to catch him a bit off guard. Maybe
Yeah,
open
this
the
Omen swing
ball
play
a
was...
little further back.
The train might
Stands
train might
up.
have been derailed with Sliggy's grand betrayal in this series, but
What?
there's plenty of room in the Patmobile.
That's right.
Flynn,
Why are we getting
Look like
called
a
out on
clown
broadcast? Players are
That's
calling
right.
me out. Casters are calling
And
me
then
out.
usually it holds two.
Forsaken, pushing forward into the smoke once
Jesus,
again. It
they're
goes
nuts, aren't they?
Ammo
Look at
will
them.
fight back for one.
enemy
Straight here onto
remaining.
the Omen,
Did
but
they-
they're just losing on
They kind of
all
use Liquid's
fronts.
wall against them. We're calling you out too, dude. I haven't put the hat on.
Oh, okay, Nats.
I haven't
Good for him to kill on the divide.
haven't given a choo-choo.
He's got Jin.
Haven't tooted the horn.
You don't want to poke and prod at this sleeping
Seen this one
giant for too
before.
long.
7
Something
chances.
does put him back to bed.
Match point.
It's PRX storming their way to map point as they look to take this the distance.
Dude, FNS comes
over
back to streaming.
Lotus.
Sunset comes back in. 12-5 obviously. And Billy's at the first LAN.
Classic
Kinda
PRX. Just go for the scraps, go for the plays, go for the confidence. They're gonna get
Like
the
his
op for
legacy
divide
all
here.
in one.
Another option
all in
that
one
they will
event.
run sometimes when something is on the initiators.
People really got some ammo here.
Jing having another stellar map divide. Impact found so many different ways. Now let's see if he can get it done with the
It's
op.
poetry.
Yep, he can.
And he can. Looks for the readjust. Downward flick not going to come through.
Wait,
Showstopper.
respect though.
Jing will get sniped out of the sky by Kiko, but still is able to find a kill. 3v3 now.
What's going on there?
Takes
Flank
flight.
getting scooped up. Drone from something. Check into mid.
Okay,
Spot
but
on
if
the
someone's
serial.
swinging so
See
early
anyone
like
else.
this, you think this guy bottom and middle can hear this? I know
Look
he's in
here
this
from
corner.
Kiko.
I know someone's in this corner or
Finds
this corner
some
after that.
value is Forsaken, slowly drifting back.
I think they messed
Kiko
up. They
looking to
didn't put
push
it
forward,
together
take
here.
some space.
PRX isn't really reading this. They weren't aware that there were two players. Tucked behind that
This
wall, so
reaction
this
I
is gonna
like,
open
though,
up the
pushing
map
over
for
towards
Team
B main.
Liquid.
It's going to fall on Patman once again.
He was so good last time.
Cutting their way in to the B site. They haven't seen him. They have to suspect that he's going to be the one playing on this side of the map, trying to play around that Viper wall. Serial about to make first contact. He gets dropped. Spike now on the floor. Quick TP over into B main. Patman still going to get flushed out though.
Yeah, they have no
Spike
idea where the
has to be
Omen ult
scooped
went.
up.
Viper
It
ult
comes
goes
through.
in. They can kind of get a plant behind. They now know where the Omen is. 20
Still
seconds to
needing to
plant. They
recover
still
this.
haven't
There's
got the
only 20
spike.
seconds remaining.
And something still has a recon.
Small little corner of safety
Dude,
within the
15
pit to try to
seconds
go
would be
for the
really
plant,
hard to
otherwise
plan
might have
this.
Try to just pass this over to Kiko.
So
Surely the
spammable.
recon tech.
And it
Yeah,
is.
might be it.
Forsaken
10 seconds left.
reads it perfectly.
Hey, dude,
As
absolute
something comes
slaughter.
in off the flank.
Yeah,
13-5.
a little bit rough
This
from
series
Liquid to
is
pick their
not
best
done
map in
yet.
my opinion, but
PRX
I said the
will
same
not
thing
go
about
quietly into
PRX for
that
the first
good
map,
night.
and they nearly won
We get
that.
a map 3. We get Lotus.
A flawless defender side for PRX.